Hello scholars, welcome back to the Kemet Maasai Academy. We are continuing our series of motivational videos for students of all ages, and I'm reading from the Student's Master Plan, Hardcore Rules for a Lifetime of Success. And the topic that I'm looking at now is your success inspires others. Your success may inspire others around you who may have otherwise settled for mediocrity. I have been inspired by so many people in my life, older and younger than I am. I thrive on reading about or hearing about persons who have accomplished greatness, particularly those who have done so through adversity. What an inspiration! I am receptive to the advice of persons who have achieved what I hope to achieve. If someone has accomplished something extraordinary, I'm very interested in learning how they did it. Tell me quick. My walls are decked with motivational, inspirational quotes and articles that urge me on. Other people's success inspires me, and many have told me that my own success inspires them. The gift goes on. Iron sharpeneth iron, as my Uncle Benji loves to say. Each one teach one. So you will understand that your success will have an impact on others. You do humanity a favor when you excel. Not everyone will be equally impressed. A few may even be envious. But it may make all the difference in the life of one single person. Turn his or her world around for the better. Inspire them to dig deeper and to aim higher. Never underestimate the power of inspiration. Let your light shine. You in your small corner and someone else in their small corner will see the glow. This is very true. Now we have, I know as part of Jamaican culture, we are told sometimes, growing up you're told if you accomplish something, you should kind of keep it on the low. Don't be too loud about it, because one, you're seen as being a show-off. You might be seen as being a show-off, up in everybody's face with your accomplishment. And two, we have something in Jamaica which we call grudgeful and bad mind. When other persons become envious of your success, and it's a part of our culture, whether not everyone believes it, but it's a part of our culture to think that persons will actually go out of their way to do you harm if they see that you are becoming too successful in their eyes, because it's generally felt that yes, persons will be willing to help you and encourage you as long as you're not planning to pass them out. As long as you're not planning to excel too much and start show up your colors, as they call it. To show up your colors. Go on as if you're better than everybody else. Go on as if you're too much of an overachiever. Then it is thought that persons will do things to try to tone you down a bit, cut you down a bit, bring you down to the level that they think you should be at, right? Now, if you believe this, it will limit what you do, and it will limit the impact that your life has on others. I say, let your light shine, so others may see your light and see what is possible, and they will feel encouraged, they will feel empowered, to do the same thing or to do even greater. And I have no problem with someone outdoing me, surpassing what I have done. If I can inspire and motivate you, you be the best that you can be. I'm constantly trying to be the best that I can be, and there's no limit. I don't see any limit to as far as I can climb, as high as I can climb, as far as I can go, the best that I can be. There is no cap on that as far as I am concerned. So every day that I wake up, I am grateful for having life, still being able to be on the planet in this dimension and living, and always having goals, always having. So there will be no point at which I say, okay, I've done enough, I've accomplished enough, there's nothing more for me to do. Until the last breath that I breathe on this planet, I will be working towards something. So I don't care who feels that, you know, I'm too loud with what I've done or what I intend to do. I really don't care. I'm going to let my light shine. And if I can be a motivator, if I can be a mentor to those who are coming up, then that's awesome for me. And I would encourage you to be a mentor to someone. Allow your light to shine so that someone can see their path and find their way. If you can actually go back, for example, to the school that you attended, find out, do they have a mentorship program that you could be a part of, you know, a big brother or a big sister sorry, mentorship program where you can just be there as, you know, a source of encouragement and guidance for the smaller ones coming up. Sometimes all they need is to be able to see someone who looks like them, who came from circumstances similar to theirs, who achieved. Sometimes that's all they need. They need representation. They need to know that, hey, listen, I was just like you. I was in the position that you are in right now, and I did it, so you can do it. And it many times it stops them from giving up. It stops them from falling prey to the predators out there who are trying to get them to join gangs, get them to go into drugs, get them to go into prostitution, get them to drop out of school, get them to, you know, to do all these negative things that we know are out there, which seem like the quick and easy way up, but we all know that that's a dead end. That's a dead end, and we don't want our youngsters to be going down that route. So if we can be mentors, try and put yourself in the position where, you know, someone can have you there as just a source of stability, a good example of accomplishment that they can follow. And even in your own family, sometimes we overlook the impact that we can have simply within our little environs, your nucleus right there in the home, or your extended family, your little nieces and nephews coming up. Talk to them, tell them what it takes to be successful, tell them what they're going to need to avoid in order to stay focused. Be that person for them, because many of them, they want that, they're yearning for that, and if they can't get it at home, they can't get it in the school environment from the persons in authority, they will seek it among their peers. And sometimes we all know the peer influence can be negative. Now, there's something I want to talk about in terms of being an inspiration for my students. I remember, I'm talking about now my experience on YouTube, my experience as a YouTuber, because for a number of years my students were always telling me, several of them have YouTube channels, and so they were always telling me, Miss, I'm a YouTuber, you know, I have a channel and what. And for a long time I didn't really pay them any mind. You know, I was just casually hearing and maybe ask a couple questions, and that was it. And then, you know, I became more and more serious about finding out what does it take to be a YouTuber, what is a YouTuber, what's it all about, and doing research, and then realizing that, hey, this is something I would love to do as well. Now my students, most of them, they have had their YouTube channel for years, and pretty much like between 3 to about 20 videos. I would say the most I've heard them say they have 20 videos, and this is over a period of years or at least months. And I've been on YouTube now for 2 months. 2 months now. And I operate 7 channels, but 4 are fully up. 3 still in their neonatal stages, right? Still working on getting those up. But 4 are fully functioning. So within 2 months, I have 4 fully functioning channels, and across those 4 channels, I have about, let me see, about 350 videos across those 4 channels, and growing constantly. And my students are looking on because, you know, they for example, they're on this channel because, you know, they want to access the motivational videos and the mathematics videos, and they're a part of the school, so naturally we would encourage them to subscribe to this channel. And some of them have subscribed to my other channels as well, so they see me actively doing the videos, they see me putting out the work, and they have seen the success over such a short time. And I know that this is a motivating factor for them, because they're saying, you know, they're saying to themselves, imagine that we've been here for months, years, and, you know, just not inspired to do the videos, or not even sure how to go about it, doing it, even though some of them have been telling me how to do stuff, little technical stuff, but they're actually not doing it for their own channel. They just know how to do it, because, you know, youngsters are very techy, generally speaking. So I know that they're looking on and saying, hey, you know, this is how this is what YouTube is about, this is how it should be done, this is how I should be churning out videos like what my teacher is doing. My teacher is now a YouTuber, and she's milking it, you know, I'm turning out videos like sometimes 15 videos a day. Sometimes 15 videos a day, and they're seeing this and being inspired by it. So sometimes, you know, it's not just what we say, but what we show them. What we show them is possible. And every day I talk to my students. In the mornings we have our motivational sessions, and I try to pump that into them, pump that inspiration. I play songs for them every morning. I read to them from this very book, a passage every day, and we talk about it because I want them to stay motivated, stay inspired. I play motivational songs for them, at least 4 every morning, from a playlist of about 300 motivational songs that I have selected. And I constantly talk to them, and throughout the day I'm talking life into them, talking power into them, telling them, you know, how to work with each other, how to be confident in themselves, and I know that it is paying off because I see the results. So don't take for granted the influence that you can have on a young life, on any life, but in particular on a young life. And you don't know, but that influence can make the difference between a life that is derailed and a life that progresses towards its full potential. The influence, the positive influence that you have, that you allow yourself to have over a young life, can make the difference between a life that goes downhill and a life that goes to the mountains, to the stars. Don't take it for granted. If you can spare a kind word to a child, do it. If you can allow a child to express himself, herself, do it. If you can bring a smile, put a smile on a child's face, do it. It makes a lot of difference. And like I said, you might not even realize the difference or see it in any way, but trust me, that child will carry that, and it might stop him or her from slapping the other child beside them. You know, you intend that you are in such a bad mood, because sometimes children come to school, they are in a bad mood from something that happened at home, something that happened yesterday, and just allowing them to express, to release that anger, that fear, because we're living now in very fearful times of trepidation. We're in the middle of a lockdown now, the global COVID pandemic, and children are soaking up that fear that is widespread in the community, in the nation, in the world. By allowing them that avenue to express, it's like lifting the lid of the pot, just allowing that steam to come out. You don't know where that steam may have been channeled. You know, they could have imploded, turned it inwards, and developed anxieties, depression, long-term mental illness, or they may have directed it towards another student in a very negative way, right? So we have these lives that we have influence over. We brought them here. They are our responsibility until they are old enough to fend for themselves. And so we need to try our best to ensure that the influence that we exert over them is a positive one, to the best of our ability. If you have been motivated by this video, I would encourage you to share it with other students, other parents, other teachers, so they may benefit from the message. I would encourage you to subscribe to the Kemet Maasai Academy, and please remember that in addition to the motivational videos, we also have mathematics videos from grade 4 to grade 11, and this is something that you should absolutely take advantage of. Share those videos with your friends, classmates, neighbors, siblings, cousins, adults, everyone who you know struggles with math and could use the guidance, the clarification on these mathematics topics. Thank you for staying with me. Thank you for opening yourself up to be motivated and inspired. And thank you for sharing the videos. I will see you in the next video.